Welcome, Riddell Sports. Dominicans lose. Little shot at Vladimir Guerrero real quick. And his little, you know, what he was, all that smack he was talking after the ALCS. So very satisfying stuff. Paul Skenes and the USA pitchers completely dominate. The 10 runs per game Dominicans hold them to one solo shot, which was a mistake. It was basically Skenes' only mistake. And Junior Caminero sent it pretty deep into the stands, but that was it. That was the whole thing. I mean, come on. Here they are. The Dominican Republic has been eliminated from the WBC following tonight's loss to the United States. So the entire scoring was 3 runs. It's kind of odd. I think these are the 2 highest scoring teams. And they could only muster 3 solos. So first we're going to take a look at, and I don't want that music to play. So this is the U.S. is down 1-0, top of the 4th. And Gunnar Henderson, who came into this game 7 for 9 against Luis Severino, who, by the way, was screaming at U.S. batters after he would strike someone out. He looked very good, but he was obnoxious. So this was very satisfying. And Gunnar Henderson absolutely unloads. Opens up on him. Roman Anthony follows up 2 batters later with a home run, and that was it. That was the entire scoring. So, top of the 4th, that was the end. Let's take a look at, I got a couple other things here now as a totally unbiased Yankees fan. David Bednar worked himself into trouble, but he locked the hell in. And you could tell as soon as a couple of batters got on base, he went into like this psycho mode. It was fantastic. Now, I don't know how that's going to work over 162 games. Yankees got him at the trade deadline last year. I don't know how, like, if he's going to gas himself out doing this kind of thing, but he looked incredible. As soon as he got into a little bit of trouble, and then this filthy, absolutely filthy breaking ball to Marte. What's he supposed to do here? Look at this. Midair. Looks like, oh, probably a fastball going up. Maybe a splitter dropping a little this way. And then it just takes a dive. Whoa! What's he supposed to do? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. Mason Miller. This is the controversial play of the game. For whatever it's worth. This is the controversial part of the game. So this is bottom of the 9th, man on 3rd, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Mason throws a slider that looked low. Mason Miller even thought it was low. Now, I think it was low, but that's what happens. The ump was calling low strikes the entire game against both teams. Now, granted, this is the last play of the game, so it gets to be something that they can just kind of hang their hat on. You know, they can say, oh, that's the reason we lost. You had 9 innings. You put up 1 run, a solo shot. 0 for with runners on base. But this one pitch is the reason you lost, yes? Is that what we're saying? There was one that was pretty rough on Will Smith earlier in the game where it was an inside slider. And the ump called a strike, struck him out, and Will Smith kind of had this like, oh, what the hell was that kind of look on his face. It's just total nonsense, you know. I don't know. It just bothers me that that's what is being focused on. Now, I'm going to pull this up because I didn't before we started, but Aaron Judge, I think people forget. So a lot of times there are people who don't really know what the hell they're talking about. And this happens. Everyone's an expert on everything and nothing at the same time. Aaron Judge is a fantastic defender. Fantastic. He gets a bad rap because he tried to do too much playing out of position. We forget that Aaron Judge for Juan Soto moved to center field out of position. He tried to do too much. He took his eye off the ball and tried to get the runner out going to third. And he dropped the ball. It happens. But this is the only thing in people's mind. I watch Aaron Judge. I would say if 162 games, I probably watch. Well, he probably starts 150 out of 162. I would say I watch a good 125 of those games per year. You know, you miss the Apple TV games and things like that. But in all honesty, it's ridiculous. You can always tell when somebody doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. It's just a fact. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Apologize for that popping in there. Alrighty then. So I'm trying to get the Judge play up here while I still talk to you because I did not do it before I started for some bizarre reason. So this is a clutch point of the game here. And the post says it's a 96 mile an hour throw from Judge, which is a good sign because that means his arm is back. He couldn't throw for a while in the outfield because he had like a partial UCL tear, something along those lines. But so this is bottom of the third, still 1-0 Dominican at this point, 2 outs, and Fernando Tatis must not know who the hell he's dealing with in right field. So there's a nice swing by Marte, who we just saw get struck out by Bednar. But here's Judge. Oh, it's absolutely perfect. Perfect throw. You put Judge back in right field, and you know they should have put Soto in center that year, or sorry, in left, because y'all need to get it together. Judge is better than Soto in every single way, and you need to get over it. I don't want to hear about defense at all because Soto is pretty rough defensively. Yeah, look at that little bang bang, little Cactus Jack action. There you go, buddy. Celebrate a little. These Dominicans, man, they like to when they beat you, they like to rub it in. Oh, it's just them being excited. How about just a little bit of, you know, respect for the other team? Just a little. There was one Severino struck out, I think it was Schwarber, and he's going like towards Schwarber. So I like this out of Judge. Judge, who barely says anything to anyone during the game, and he absolutely hosed this clown. Maybe if he had some more roids, he could have beat that throw. Is that how roids work? Oh, they're not going to show the slower replay. Let's hit that one more time. DJ, spin it back. I think Tatis at this point is just getting to second. Is he nuts? What the hell is he? You must have forgot who you were dealing with. Is he out? Is he out? Is he out? Oh, it is a thing. Beauty. Chef's kiss. Absolutely magnificent. So, there's your box score. Paul Skenes 2-0, 108. Greg Soto gave up the second home run. Severino gave up the one to Henderson. Soto gave up the one to Anthony. Not Juan Soto, but Greg Soto. Brazoban was actually... That dude was pretty filthy. He has like a weird ass delivery, but boy does it work. He's got a nasty sinker / two-seamer of good velocity fastball and like a changeup / splitter type action. It has more of a, so he's a righty. It dives away from a left-hander, dives towards a righty. And then he has a breaking ball. I can't remember if it's a slider or a curve, but the dude's filthy. He's a bit like funky too. Like he's a bit like a lot of arms and That dude's good. So yeah, it was an incredible game to watch. It was extremely tense the whole time. Like, come on, US, get one more. Give me a little bit of room to breathe here. Just a little bit. But I guess it was better off that way, right? Nolan McLean will start on Tuesday. We are awaiting the winner of Italy and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico knocked off Japan. Everyone wanted the US-Japan rematch, but Puerto Rico's like, we got something else in mind here. And here's the bracket. Oh, there you go. Did I say Puerto Rico? I meant Venezuela. Sorry. Jesus, Puerto Rico lost to Italy. But, man, Italy's the surprise of the tournament, huh? Anywho. So, March 16th, Venezuela. My apologies, Venezuela. I'm sorry. I called you Puerto Rico. Very unintentional. The previous Italy game was Puerto Rico. Stupid. Anyways, Paul Skenes, now you can just chill, hang back. I don't know if he's going to just hang out for the... He should, right? He shouldn't go right back to Pittsburgh. He's not going to pitch anyways until, Saturday or what have you. So just hang out with the boys. Hopefully you guys will bring home the championship, and we'll be looking out for it. I don't know if I'm going to watch the Venezuela-Italy game, but we'll see. It looks pretty interesting. So they got a bit of a squad. Venezuela does. Obviously, the main headliner is Acuna, but they got a bunch of guys there, and Gleyber Torres. They got a bunch of good players and Gleyber Torres. So you follow along with the channel at all, I'm not a Gleyber Torres guy, but nevertheless, I will be back definitely after the game on Tuesday. So I don't have to work. The reason this video is late is I worked last night. So I do not work Tuesday, so I will be on after that game. So come back for that. We'll see you then.